guys, welcome back. Another late night of working. So I'm just gonna try to wrap this up tonight. Maybe do a few other things down here. Been raining all day. I just don't feel like going to the shop. So I want to get this NVRAM. I kept saying Never Ram last night. It's actually NVRAM. Somebody sent me a message and corrected me on that and a few other things, which is totally cool because, like I said, I'm in the learning process of pinball. So if anybody can chime in when I say something wrong or tell me to do something or suggest something, that will definitely help because I want to learn about all this stuff. And one of the good ways of learning is for somebody to, help you. So don't think like you're going to insult me or anything like that by correcting me or anything like that, because I'd rather say it right than to, say it wrong. So anyways, the NVRAM, NV, goes right here. So I need to unsolder that chip off the board. We're gonna have to I want to put a socket on there and then put the new chip into it. And then we're gonna we're gonna take the batteries off the board. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna put another wire here between the two harnesses that jump between those two boards, another ground wire there. And then we'll put the new translate in, and then we'll pretty much be done with this for now. Like I said, I still have to clean the play field and put a coat of wax on it and LED it, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'll probably do the LEDs and stuff off camera and then show you guys what it looks like afterwards. But I wanted to do the NVRAM and the wire and the translate. So let me get set up and we'll unsolder that chip, put a socket on there and get the new one in. Okay, got the board out. Now I know you got to be careful with this guy right here. That's definitely not a very good setup. So I don't want to bump that guy. But we're going to be unsoldering this guy here. 5101. 5101. This is a 22 pin. Yep, 22 pin. I don't know that I have one. Might have to cut down to 24. We'll put a 24 on there. I can cut the last two off, or I can just cut the legs off and let it overlap that way. I don't know yet. I don't know if I should just... Yeah, I don't have a 22. I go from 18 to 24, or I can do maybe, what did I need? 22? I could put an 8 and a 14 next to each other. That might be the better bet, rather than cutting that, if I can fit it. But we gotta get the old one off first. If we get the old one off first, maybe I can just fit these together like that, which in theory, they should go. And we'll just put them like that, make sure our notch goes that way. Don't know how the solder job is on these boards. And my desoldering gun needs cleaned. When doesn't it? I got the real small tip on there too. Pliers. Do I have any in here? No, I do not. This won't fit in there. It's too big. I think. Yeah. You know what? I might be able to use a capacitor leg. Maybe that'll work. Even that one's too big. I don't know if it's clogged at the top or the bottom. Sounds a little better. I hate when they bend the chip legs over. Ugh. Stabbed myself with the desoldering gun. A couple of these have solder oozing on the front side pretty good. Okay, successfully got it off, and the chip is still good. Notches that way. Ah, crap. These are not the right size sockets. These are ICs, and this is wider than an IC. We might be taking a socket and cutting it in half, because I don't have one of these. I don't know what these socket sizes are called. Just looking real quick. I don't know why I don't have any of those sockets. Definitely don't, though. maybe I'll just take the 8 and 14 and split it in the middle. Well, I'm at the bend. Maybe I don't have to. Still haven't gotten another soldering iron. Still using this one with the busted tip. Oh, that's hot. Come on. Working with what we have here today. I could just solder this thing directly to the board, but I thought it'd be nice to have a socket on it. Just want to see if it fits. Yes, actually it'll work really well. God, this tip is horrible. Can't tell if two of them might be touching, and I don't know that they're supposed to. Okay. It's our old 2002 amp garbage from yesterday. Slide this guy in. Okay, it's a nice tight fit. This battery hadn't leaked. All right, we can go put this back in. Oh, you know what? Do this real quick. Need to make a last wire, and I don't think I have one of these pins. I'm fairly confident I don't have one of these pins. It's like a JAMA harness pin. Wonder if I can grab one from a JAMA harness. The wire's not gonna be as thick though. Can I fit a 100 in there, or a .100 or a 156? I mean, it doesn't, we're just doing it for extra stability. I think I can get a 1.5 or a 1.100 in there. I'm gonna need my crimpers. Some thicker wire. Use this stuff right here. So all I'm doing is just trying to put a little bit more pressure on the board so that the ground pushes against the board more. That's all I'm after here. Gotta be careful with how far you strip the wire. Yeah, clipped in. That'd be all right. Yeah, it works. That'll actually be good. All right, I'm gonna put this back together now. So now I would think that there are going to be no scores. I wonder if the settings are not going to be or anything because it was changed. The battery's gone. Tell you what, this light bulb was not a very smart idea that they did. I think these had no, these ones didn't have a round one, but it gets everything hot in here, and all these plastic connectors, they literally break. All right, so we're plugged in. Okay, let's turn it on, see what happens. Okay, top commando. Okay, it looks like everything is zeroed out, I believe. So there should be no high scores as of right now. Plus, if all the settings are reset, I'm gonna have to kind of look and see. I don't know what it was set at to begin with, to be honest with you. But I wanna make sure it plays still. Oops, I think I hit a 2-player. Doesn't want to play. Is the ball not in it? No, it's in it. Okay, why is it not starting? Maybe the settings. Well, shouldn't all the settings be dip switches? So yeah, all the settings should stay then. Yeah, I believe everything's dip switches. Okay, it's on one player. I was putting credits on it is what was happening. Yeah, so all the settings should be the same. Okay, I got a drop target. Oh. Got it. I lost the ball. gotta see what I can do with this ramp. So that should be a high score since there's no settings. So, well, let me put a high score in. No, must not have been high enough. Just turn it off for a second, turn it back on. Yeah, it's just, you got to get a higher score. I can't see what that's saying. It's almost saying a bunch of 8s. Yeah, 1 through 5 is all the same number. I'm going to play it one more time real quick. So that should be a credit, or is that going to start the game for me? That should just be a credit. Wow, that was fast. Perfect. See this ramp, it keeps getting hit. I don't know if it's too low. It's, you know, because I don't know what's really missing on it. Sniper up over there by the helicopter. Got him. And I lost the ball. Okay, I think that's ninth place. I think that's what that 9 is in the bottom. That's okay. It's working. I'm gonna go grab the Translite. I want to put that in there. I'm gonna save the old one. And what I'll probably do for tonight is just wipe the playfield down real quick with some Windex. I believe this whole playfield has a protective coating on it, so I don't know if you wax these or not. If somebody can let me know, I don't want to go doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. But it looks like the whole entire playfield has like a Mylar or something over it. I'm not sure, but this is the new artwork that's going in here. It has a protective cover on here I need to take off. And we might as well put in the new Hollywood Heat too. And I just, like I said, for now, I'm just going to wipe this down with a damp cloth with some window cleaner on it. And then slide the glass on, get it done. You know, laser ball, I have a pop bumper that's not working. I probably should look into that as well. So this is the old artwork, which is faded. And I personally just don't like it, but some people do. But that's just not my thing. So, like I said, I'll save it. And I'm actually going to do it on top of Hollywood here. Oops. But they did a really nice job on that. Nice and colorful. So we got to get this out carefully. I think what I'll do when I clean up the cabinets and stuff, I think I'll take this stuff that holds this on and spray paint it black, because it's pretty ugly looking white, in my opinion. Where do you get this stuff? Does anybody know where you can get this stuff? Because I could use some. Oh man. They got taped at the bottom. I'm going to grab some window cleaner. Some window cleaner real quick. Even though I'm not working in the shop tonight, I'm still getting something accomplished. This stuff's got to get done down here regardless, so. Put in a herringbone floor today. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. It's like a V-shaped pattern, and it's a pain in the butt. All right. Oh, it's short. Well, that kind of sucks. They made it a little short. Well, I guess I'll be taping it on. What the hell? Well, what I could do is the sides will hold it, and then I'll get some tape for the top and bottom, I guess. Maybe some clear tape. I would like to honestly just get this stuff in black and replace it, because it's pretty crappy looking. Yeah, right to left isn't bad, it's top to bottom. Grab some tape. I'm going to use black electrical tape like they had on the bottom here, because this bar is now real loose on the glass. Plus, it'll give it a nice black line here if it happens to show, which I don't think that it will. And I'm gonna have to put a second coat on here, lower down. And wrap it. A little better, still a hair loose. Good thing is there's a black line on the print. So if I put this tape on it correctly, it'll just kind of go to that edge. There we go. Okay, let's see what she looks like. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wipe the front of the glass down. It's pretty nasty. Looks like nicotine. What do we got going on here? All right, what do you guys think? Does that look better? I would have to say that looks way better in my opinion. I think it matches the playfield a lot nicer. This just feels, just how it is. It feels a little sloppy to me. But all right, so that's in there. I'm gonna clean the glass real quick. And we're gonna slide that on and put the lock bar on it for now. And I'm just gonna wipe the playfield down. Like I said, I have this, this has got some window cleaner on it. But if you guys let me know, should I wax this because it has this cover on it or this coating on the playfield? I don't know. Oh boy. Really not very dirty. When I do the LEDs, I have some ones I think I want to light up back there. And I might grab a couple like toys, like maybe a little Jeep, you know, an Army Jeep, and put it there or something, or maybe back there. I don't know, we'll see. But that's all I'm gonna do with this for now. Just trying to get stuff back together. Can always mess with it later. Need to get more paper towels down here. Clean the other side after it's on. See if I can carefully flip this over. Not fingerprint up the backside. I think it's gonna look a lot nicer with LEDs in there. Like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy cleaning it right now. And I'm sure my cat's gonna walk on it. The glass isn't too bad, really. Like I said, I wanna paint the rails on both of them black again. You know, they're coming off on both of them. This one's completely been stripped, that lock bar. So, be nice to clean them both up at the same time. Okay. Good enough for now on this one. Now I need to get to that back glass for Hollywood Heat. And we'll get this guy. Let's take a look at it first. Look at how faded that is. And we'll get the new one in there. Can I reach it? Don't know if I can reach it. Got it. We'll grab this. I mean, the difference in the color is like night and day. This one almost seems like it's too big. It is. So one comes small and the other one's too big. Go figure. I'm going to tape this too. Bottom rail on this one's plastic and it just fits like crap. Where did I put my tape? Reach. Okay, look at the difference. Look at that difference. Oh shit, the old one just cracked. Good thing I don't need the old one because it just literally crumbled. But yeah, that's a huge difference. Okay, now I'm messing with laser ball for a few minutes here. This pop bumper right here is not working. The other ones are. I believe everything else is working. Now, the easiest way to test these is I still have to bring a ground wire from below here and screw it into the head. I forgot to bring that wire up there. But the easiest way to test this is to take a wire, ground it, and just touch each one of these guys. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna fire one of the solenoids, okay? But process of elimination, I believe it's this guy here that's that bumper. Yes. And what it's doing is it'll work and then it sticks. So, and this guy in the middle is not doing anything. So I don't know what this one in the middle's, the middle one is, but that one's not working. That one's working. That one works. That's the center one works. And that's that one. So this one's acting funny, and then the one in the middle up here is not doing anything. So I don't know what that is, but clearly something's going on with that. So this one will fire once and then stop. So maybe it's something with the coil, is my guess. And I don't know what that other one is yet either. Get my ball out of here. Oops. So I do have a ground wire that I got to get up there at some point. So this is the pop bumper. That is the issue right here. So do I have a bad coil? Or what's causing that not to want to work correctly? That I'm not sure of. See, it doesn't want to do anything. trying to see how the switches are set. Oops, I hit the flipper button. Trying to see how they have the flipper set, the leaf switches. So that just does the scoring. Maybe that, I don't know if that would be bad. Like I said, I don't know. So I guess I could test it and see if that transistor is bad, or whatever you call it. See if I can stick that to where I can reach it when I shut it. So why those aren't making noise. Are they supposed to? That. I think it fell back down. The ground wire did. I got it. So we could pop that board out, and I can check the those couple transistors. Let me get my electrical tape and I'll mark the two that I need to test. Probably really can't see what I'm doing very much here. So one is doing absolutely nothing when I touch it. That middle one. And then this guy fires once and then it sticks. But I think that's something to do with the coil. I don't think it's that. And I don't know that I have any of these either. I have to take it out and see what it is. So it's this one that I want to test and this one, which I'm pretty certain that the one's going to be just fine. All right, so I got to pop this board out. I think they only have one screw holding this thing in. There's got to be a second something. It's connected to that top board. Do these come apart? Yes, they do. Okay. Need a screwdriver. Sure, I have more of those screws. Oh, there's a screw. Both on one side. And there goes the screw in the bottom of the cabinet. Probably where some of the other ones probably are. Can I test them? In circuit, probably. It's a tip 120. The one in the middle is maybe that one's not doing anything because it's for something else. I'm not sure. But somebody has replaced that one with a tip 120. This one's a tip 120. I think maybe that's the replacement for this number. I'd have to look up the number probably. It's so hard to read these things. Yeah, that pop bumpers must be a problem for a while if somebody replaced that already. I don't know. That maybe that's for a light or something. Do I have the manual for this? I think I do have the manual for this. I wonder if it'll tell me. But this seems fine. The tip 120 is fine. I don't think that's the issue. It's something with probably need a new coil. It'll pop once and then it stops and then it doesn't want to pop again. trying to remember if I had that. Valley Midway, that's the pinball pool. Oh, this is Tri-Sport. I know I got a manual with that laser ball. I don't know if I put it in here or not. Is this it? This is it right here. Now the question is will it tell me what's what? Maybe, maybe. Don't know if this is the right book or not. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is it right here. So now, this middle one here, Q10, Q10 to tip 120. Darling NPN power transistor. Q10. That's Q10. And that was doing nothing when I touched it to ground. We could put another 120 in there. Right next to that is Q2, which is a tip 120. So let's change that middle one and put a 120 in there. And just see what it does. Because now I'm curious as to what that does. Do I have a tip 120? I believe so. Turn my desoldering gun on because I think I have one. Tip 32. tip 31C. A lot of these are mixed, unfortunately. Tip 102. Got a bunch of 102s. That's not going to work. Need a 120 or like a 121. Why do I have so many tip 102s? Must have bought a bunch of them for something. Probably bought them as a package. What is this size here? Another 102. The hell? Tip 31C. Tip 32. Gotta have a 120. Somewhere. I gotta have one. What are these? I'm gonna have to order some, I know that. Oh boy, I almost dropped the whole tray. That would have sucked. I might have gotten overconfident, might not have one. You got a bunch of hots for K7000. A whole bunch of them. All right, I'm going to search for a couple minutes and I'll come back, see if I can find one horizontal for K7000. All right, let me look. Okay, I can use a tip 102. It's a higher voltage. It'll be fine. I had a tip 142, but that's a 10 volt. And tip 120 is 5 volts, so that probably wouldn't work. So I'm going to use a 102 in place of, I'm going to take out this middle one that did nothing when I hit it. Just curious as to what is, and I want to test it out of circuit too. Let's test this one. I don't know, what is it, NPN or PNP? I forget which it is. Let me try the ground on center. 383, 362, nothing. We'll just do a couple tests comparing the two and see. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I think the pop bumper has some other issue going on. These things are all mangled. Waiting for my solder gun to heat back up. It turned off. Well, I turned it off and back on. All these transistors are originals. That one's an original. What did I say that one was? U10? But it doesn't tell me. I don't think it tells me what it does, though. Q10. 5. What's that? Number 5. Stupid light. You know what? I have the smallest tip on here. I don't know if it's going to fit over this. Yeah, don't know. They're kind of both getting close to the same reading, so I'm just going to toss it. Yeah, I'm going to toss that one. Let's just put a new one in and put the board back in and see if this, when I ground this, if it does anything. Gotta remember to try to get a solder gun this weekend. Tomorrow night I'm probably gonna be late again with work, so I might just work on Space Encounters, because I have the tube sitting on the floor, sitting on a piece of cardboard, and I want to get it into the cabinet, get the monitor chassis mounted in there. The chips are on their way. They've been programmed for the board, so I can replace all those, and then I'm sure there'll be other issues with the board as well, which hopefully we can figure out. It sucks because that solder gun I bought from Harbor Freight was beautiful, worked beautifully, and then it broke. All right, well, let's just go plug this back in for tonight. Two. Four. Come out. Okay. We are all plugged back in. Try the one next to it. Okay, still not doing anything, so I don't know what that is. I don't know what that one does. Yeah, so this will thump once and then that's it. But I can see it's like down. Oh, you know what? See if it'll do it again. So what it does is it goes down and gets stuck. And then I pull it back up. So what does that mean? But when I push on this, it doesn't do anything. Push on that one, it works. So that's doing absolutely nothing. So I don't know yet. I'll have to think about this. It's sticking, so I think the coil's bad. So if yeah, it's not doing anything when I hit the button. This one, when I hit it, goes down, dead. I highly doubt I have a coil. Let me think here. Keep leaning against the button. Let me go look, but I don't think I have one. Okay, I found another switch that wasn't adjusted correctly either. Right back here, this one. So I adjusted that switch, so now that works. So every single thing is working except for this one pop bumper. So I guess, unless you guys tell me different, I'm gonna order a coil for that. It's the only thing I can come up with, really, why it's not working. Everything else is working good, so I'm gonna put the back glass back in it and shut this for tonight. Stick the ball back in it. I don't like leaving the back glass out if I don't have to. And turned off Hollywood heat for a minute because it was kind of making a louder humming sound. I don't know what the deal is with that. But I mean, basically all four of these are 99% working. I mean, this one's fully working, that one's fully working, that one's fully working, and this one just has a bad pop bumper, which, yeah, I don't know what that noise is. It's like interference or something. I think the volume pot's going bad. When I wiggle it, it changes. Wonder how loud it is. Maybe now it'll be better. So when you're playing laser ball with that pop bumper not working, it kind of sucks when you get a ball up in that area. See, it just goes right, it doesn't do anything over there. I mean, it'll register the ball hitting it, but it just doesn't move the ball around at all. got a ton of points because I was messing with those switches. Oops. Ball 3. I don't think that pop bumper ever really worked. Playing a 2-player. Alright, game over. So, okay guys, well, that's going to end this video. So, that's all I have left to do is fix the one pop bumper, and these 4 are done other than LED lighting this one. And then, that's pretty much it with these 4 for now. Once again, if you guys can let me know about the these playfields on these Gottlieb. Do I just put a coat of wax over that stuff, just wipe them down and wax them, or just not wax them, leave them alone? I don't know. This has already been cleaned and waxed, but I'll probably do it again. It's got a little bit of dust from not having the glass on it. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow night, unless I magically get home early, which probably won't happen, I really need to primer that car. I'll probably do that, and then I'll probably come in the basement tomorrow night and, like I said, start putting the monitor and stuff in that cabinet. Let's go take a look at it. You can see what I'm talking about. It's literally the monitor sitting on the floor with a piece of cardboard under the glass tube, so I don't scratch the tube, obviously. This needs a little bit of adjustments, but this is just about fully working as well. But yeah, I want to get this off the floor because it makes me nervous. So we can get this mounted in the cabinet. We can get the monitor frame in there. We can start putting some of the components back in there so that when the chips arrive, we can test them and then go from there on this game, because it'd be really nice to get this back together. I talked to the Jeffrey that's working on the Arabian board, and he said he's going to get to it at the end of the month, see if he can't get it working for me. So fingers crossed he can get it working, and then the Arabian will be done if he gets it working, because that's just an easy pop the board in and hook up some wiring and stuff. And then Space Firebird, I still have not heard anything from Mike's Arcade on that board set. So basically, if I get Arabian going, fix the pop bumper, a few other little things, and I think for the most part what's down here will be working. I can't think of the damn name of that game right now. But anyways, that game obviously has to get up and running. This California Speed needs a new battery. I think this Road Blasters, the red one, needs a new battery. And I need to get my buddy out here to see if we can't get this computer working in this underground. So it's all stupid things as of right now, nothing major. Oh, this PGA Tour is messed up. So what happens is it'll be on for a couple minutes and then it turns off and resets. I think it needs more thermal paste on the heat sink, or on that, the heat sink for the, I don't know what that is. I'm not a computer guy. But anyways, I know the part and I know where it's got to go. So I'll make a video on it. We'll pop it apart. We'll put some more thermal paste on it and put it back in and see if it runs then. I just think it's overheating and resetting. That's my guess on that one. So that's where I'm at down here. I'm actually getting somewhere. I feel like I'm getting somewhere down here as far as getting everything working and running and all that good stuff. I stuck the play field for pinball pool back here. I really want to get pinball pool done for the holidays, and I don't know that I'll get Playboy done because there's a lot to do with Playboy, but I have almost all the parts for that as well. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this video. Basement's getting cleaned up. It's not too bad down here now. Got a couple boxes here I needed to deal with and rip out this carpet and stuff. And I have the new vinyl flooring right here on boxes, so that I can get that in. Oh, you know what else I got to do? We got to finish. I totally missed Kick. I got to finish making the harness for Kick and put the other harness back in Tron. So I guess I do have quite a bit to do down here. So I guess it's not a bad thing to be coming down here and getting some things done. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys can give me any advice on the pop bumper, I appreciate it. Also on the play fields. And real quick before I end this, look at the difference between the LEDs and non-LEDs. This to me looks boring. This looks a lot more exciting. I'm gonna do a lot of green in here. I think I'm gonna do like bright whites under the plastic. I think like I'm gonna do like these 3 arrows here. I think I'm gonna do green, yellow, green, or green, orange, green on both sides. That one's not even working in the middle. We'll probably just put new red ones there where it says extra ball. We'll just go through it and make it look brighter and a little bit nicer. So, all right, I gotta quit and get ready for bed. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.